A warm welcome to this edition of the Morning Call. A judicial inquiry in Nigeria has recommended the prosecution of soldiers responsible for the killing of over 300 Shia Muslims in the northern city of Zaria, north of Nigeria last year. Now, according to the commission, the victims, including one soldier, were disposed in mass graves.
The army had initially accused the Shiite community of an attempted assassination of the chief general Tukur Buratai, an allegation the Nigerian Islamic movement has denied. Leader of the movement, Sheikh Ibrahim Zakaki, has in the meantime been placed in detention. Nakwo Kwabla.
In Nigeria, a commission of inquiry has called for the prosecution of the military officers who killed 347 members of a Shiite sect during a demonstration in Kaduna last year. According to the report, the soldiers used excessive force, triggering 2 days of violence. Human rights group who denounced the mass murder had requested for the establishment of an independent inquiry to identify and prosecute those responsible. The Nigerian army, often accused of abuses against civilians, maintains that its troops reacted appropriately against those they describe as criminal enemies of the state. Hundreds are still missing, presumed dead or imprisoned, and a dozen of them could be sentenced to death for conspiracy against the state and for killing a member of the army, according to reports.
We have Michael Dibi on the line right now. He's our journalist and a specialist on Nigerian affairs. Good morning, Michael.
Yeah, good morning, Robert.
Now, tell us, these accusations have come at a time when the army said they're going to review the report, which is sort of a confirmation that these allegations are true. Now, what will be the impact with regard to their reputation as a body of the military in the country?
Well, definitely, I feel it's going to have a huge impact on the personality of Nigeria as a whole. Now, looking at the impact, what Nigeria actually stands in Sub-Saharan region, and also being the largest, definitely populated nation in Africa. Now, Nigeria played a very vital role as a member, as an African nation, and also an EU. So it definitely is going to play a very huge impact. Now, also we should remind ourselves that Nigeria is currently facing a serious issue of terrorism, that's in the northeast, where we have a terrorist group, Islamist group, Boko Haram, has actually been causing a lot of terrorism in that area. And it also be forcing for international help in this regard. So what is current accusation from Amnesty International is going to have a greater impact if it's not well handled by the military, by the Nigerian government. So definitely there's a need for them to probably make sure they investigate on this and see how they could actually, resolve it with time.
Now, Michael, this is not the first time that the military is being accused of something like this, or this is not the first time they're being implicated in a scandal like this. Have they ever been brought to justice or through martial law or constitutional law, anything that has jurisdiction about it?
Well, like you said, the Nigerian military forces have also been accused of committing serious human rights violation. This was accusation from Amnesty International and war crimes and crimes against humanity in the northeast of Nigeria in the course of actually fighting the war against Islamist groups and Boko Haram, a terrorist group. Now, according to Amnesty, from the report, 7,000 people have died in government between causes of a brutal and human condition. Now, additional 1,200 have been extrajudicially executed by the Nigerian security forces, and 20,000 arbitrarily arrested by authorities. Now, although the military has denied the accusation by the rights group, but saying the allegation is actually towards blackmailing against the military. Now, the military says it is a calculated attempt to rubbish the image of Nigerian security forces. Well, definitely there's some accusations based on this, but then I definitely what Nigerian government is saying, look, that there should be a concrete evidence on this, and then before they could actually face the law. So there's a need for them to actually investigate it, and then, but they are not denying it, but then there's a need for them to actually have an evidence against these accusations, and I hope definitely they'll take it from there.
That was Michael Dibier, our Africa News journalist.